Hello everyone, welcome to Building Basics. This is going to be the new series on the Ripper channel. Now, you may be wondering what this is. Every single week or so, I'm going to be teaching you one new thing about the MakerPen, and this week is a tube, so let's get on to it. So, what we're going to first want to do is open up our watch. Now, I'm already on Backpack, but make sure you click Backpack and use on the MakerPen. We're going to close our watch and grab the MakerPen. So once we've done that, we're going to click Open Palette. Now, before we actually start, it's not like we can just start drawing the tube straight away. No, there's a few things that you actually need to know. So the first thing that I'm going to teach you is uniform shapes. So when you have uniform shapes off, you notice it snaps a lot, but it lets you have way more, like, it can be really messy, but if you have a steady hand, it'll work well. We're going to undo that. But our uniform shapes actually straightens the object. So say if you wanted to make like a straight sewer pipe, there's your pipe. I also have grid on my snapping, so you open up this, and on here you scroll over to grid. Now, I'm going to undo that because we're not fully done yet. Position snap. Now, position snap is however much you snap. So if you see it snaps really nice, or when we do it with 1, it snaps really, like, it gets a bit choppy. If we snap with 5, it gets really choppy. 10, you can really notice it, and 100, you can really notice that. So we're just going to undo all of this, and right now I'm going to have my position snap on 5 for the time being. We can also configure this whenever we're doing this. So I also have a line to edges on. I don't really think that matters, but just have it on. Another thing, tube size. Now, tube size is really, really big with tubes. So 1 centimeter is really small, as you can tell. 2 centimeters, it's a bit more bigger than 1 centimeter, but it really only helps if you really want to put extra detail. 4 centimeter, it gets a bit more bigger, as you can tell. 8 centimeters turns a bit more bigger. And 25 centimeters is massive, and it's mainly used for bigger builds. So I'm going to currently have it on 8 centimeter. What I do normally is I always do stuff with this. Fix tube width. So if we turn this off, we can kind of vary how big our tubes are. Now, I normally have this on, but if you want to and you want to make like a little small one, like way like that, then you can. But we're gonna just keep it to 8 centimeters and on. Connect nearby tubes. Now, if you had this off and you did this and you want to connect it, it's gonna have a massive gap. But let's say if you wanted to connect it, do this, and it continues off where you were. So you can make these nice little things. It's a bit chunky, of course, because it's 8 centimeters. We're then also going to do tube facets. So if it's 3, it's going to be a triangle. 4, it's going to be a square. 5, it's going to be an octagon, I believe. 6, I don't even know the shapes. And then 10 kind of gives it this like nice sewer kind of like pipe vibe. And then another thing I want to teach you is smooth tubes. So smooth tubes is used for smoother builds. I normally have it off, but like I said earlier, it varies. The only main difference is that it's smoother. As you can tell, it's a bit more like turned. It's like way more turned. But when you have smooth tubes on, it really makes it smoother. Drag select size. I normally have this on analog, and I believe that's all you really need to know about tubes, as of course this is the basics. So, what we're going to do is we're going to build a dumbbell. You can build whatever you want, but I'm going to personally build a dumbbell. You can copy me if you want. I don't mind. But we're going to start with a dumbbell. So, we're going to make it this material. We're going to make it sparky vinyl. We're going to go over colors, and then we're going to make it a nice little grey, right? So I always have my settings open if I ever want to change it. So we're going to start off really small, like this. And then we're going to make it 25 centimeters. So we want to make sure that we don't... There you go. And then we'll continue on from there, as you can see. So we're then going to turn off connect nearby tubes. The reason why we're going to do this is because it's gonna kind of like screw around with everything, and we don't really want that. So then we're going to change the tube size to around about 4 centimeters. We're then going to make the position snap 5. We're going to keep it at 5. We are then going to change the colour of it, as this is going to be the handle. It's going to be a nice little light grey. So we're going to start off here. We're then going to move very slowly. The reason why you want to move slowly is because you don't want to hit anything. So, you see how it kind of gives this like weird effect? We're going to take that off. Instead, we are actually going to put on smooth tubes. Smooth tubes is very, very good if you want to make smooth looking objects. So, there you go. So, we're not fully done yet, of course, because all we need to do now is clone this, move this over here, use the rotating tool, rotate it, and then we're just going to make it so it goes all the way up to the end. There you go. I'm also then going to make it grabbable, because I normally have my grabbable settings off. Grabbable, and you have now made a dumbbell. Now, there's a lot of things that you can do with tubes. Of course, this isn't like the best thing that you can build. This is like a really fast build. So, you always want to keep coming back to tubes and always practicing them. A way that I actually got good with them, I remade props. So, say if we went over to here and went onto the props, and you went on to like furniture, I actually recreated this chair out of tubes. As you can tell, there are some tube parts that you can do. So yeah, that is 2 basics, and I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye.